Lana Del Rey is married to a MAGA swamp tour guide, you guys. What a time to be alive. Let's talk about this romance, and I'm going to tell you about this hidden cautionary tale that's in the story, and then we'll talk also about this male-female dynamic that we're seeing with this romance. So here they are together. Look at them. Adorable. They're 10 years apart. Lana Del Rey is 39 years old. Jeremy Dufresne is 49 years old, and here's a still of them getting married. They exchanged vows in Louisiana, which is the same area where Dufresne operates his popular swamp boat tours. And this is a photo of Lana's father walking her down to marry Jeremy. They got married just 1 month after their romance was revealed to the world. So this came as a shock to a lot of people because people didn't even know they were actually together. And here's another photo of them earlier this month in September in New York City. Okay, so who is Jeremy Dufresne? People don't know who he is. This is obviously a very odd thing for somebody as famous as Lana Del Rey to marry essentially an unknown guy who is a swamp boat tour guide. That's like big news. So let's dive into who Jeremy is and when they met, etc. In 2019, Lana posted to Facebook a series of photos showing herself and her friends visiting Airboat Tours by Arthur, where Dufresne led them on a guided swamp tour. So there they are together. This is 5 years ago. That's the first time they met. Looks like she took the tour with some friends. We don't know exactly who they are. There's Jeremy in the back there. And if you look at this, this is rugged. This is not exactly where you would expect like an A-list celebrity to hang out. But apparently he has done this tour with celebs before. This is not the first time that an A-list celebrity has done a tour with Jeremy Dufresne. Here he is with Glenn Powell. They have done a tour together, and Glenn posted this on Instagram and wrote, J-Bone and G-Trash, we're both single and ready to mingle. Find us on the swamp at the Daiquiris to go place next door or on Craigslist personal sorry for partying, not sorry, Powell wrote. So apparently Jeremy has also given tours to celebrities like Emma Roberts and Kate Hudson. And we also know this, Jeremy recently got out of a 12-year relationship with a longtime girlfriend named Kelly Walsh. Kelly and Jeremy started dating when they were just teenagers. Kelly was 16 at the time and Jeremy was 19, but they broke up after only dating for a year. And then Jeremy married a girl named Gina. It's a good name. They have 2 sons and a daughter. But within a year of Jeremy's marriage to Gina ending, he rekindled things with Kelly, his ex-girlfriend, and that was back in 2011. He proposed to Kelly in 2012, and he also helped Kelly raise her daughter named Alana, who is not his biologically, but he essentially treated her as if she is his own daughter. And they never got married. So they have been engaged. They were engaged since 2012. Now, this is the cautionary tale for me. This is what I think all women need to realize, that if a guy is not going to marry you after being with you for a long period of time, I don't know why you would stay with him, because this is the ultimate cautionary tale. He was with his ex-girlfriend for 12 years, proposed to her in 2012. They stayed together. They lived together. They essentially raised a child together. And then he just broke up with her, met the love of his life, and a month later they were married. So if a guy keeps telling you, oh, I'm not marriage material, I don't really think I want to get married, it's just not something I want to do, huge red flag, because what's going to stop them from, I don't know, finding the real love of their life and getting married to them? So this is the cautionary tale that I think all women need to realize, is that if he is not going to marry you within a reasonable amount of time, and that amount of time can differ for everybody, but it's usually, let's say a couple of years. If he's not going to marry you in that amount of time, he's probably never going to marry you because he doesn't want to marry you. He married Lana Del Rey after just 1 month. And yes, there's of course the element that she is a beautiful, famous singer and everyone knows who she is, and she's Lana Del Rey. I mean, she just emits the strongest aura ever. But still, it only took a month for them to get married. So now everyone is asking, what is it about Jeremy Dufresne that Lana Del Rey, the one and only Lana Del Rey, would want to marry? So this tweet from The Lost Shorts, he says, guys will spend 10 years of their life meticulously building the perfect body, mastering dating techniques, and building wealth, only to get lapped by a backwoods swamp lord who didn't try to be anyone but himself. Aura and authenticity is undefeated. I love that. I think that is so true, because I think so many guys, they try to tick off all the boxes that they think women want. I got to look like this. I got to have a 6-pack. I got to be ripped. I have to have this much in my bank account. I have to have a certain job. They think that it comes down to like a science when it comes to women being attracted to men. At the end of the day, I think a lot of women are just so attracted to men who are so themselves. They have confidence in who they are. They know what they like. They know what they love. And there's something about a guy who is so in his niche, like he has a thing, right? He has a thing. This guy's thing is swamp boat tours. Like he probably wrestles alligators. There's pictures of him like doing stuff with alligators. He has his own thing. And that helps a man feel really confident, and it almost like gives him a sense of purpose in life that I think women are really attracted to. For example, my husband, he's been teaching jujitsu for a long time. Jujitsu is his thing. When I met him, like, he was so deep and still is so deep in the world of jujitsu. And there's just something so attractive about a guy that has his own thing. And it's almost like you want to be a part of that. It's like you want to fit into that life with him. I don't know. I can't explain it, but there is something here. Aura and authenticity really is undefeated. And then this tweet from Aubrey Strobel. People don't want to hear this, but Lana Del Rey's wedding to Jeremy Dufresne is the most romantic nuptials I've seen in a minute. Reasons: she doesn't give a shit about what anyone thinks. She's an A-list celebrity who could have had any type of wedding with any kind of guest list and said, F it, I want to get married to this man in Cajun, Louisiana, in Swamp, very humbly in front of close acquaintances. Most weddings are performance art these days. She also chose to marry him where he belongs, where he feels comfortable, and to me, that is an act of love. If you would marry someone with paper rings, you would marry them anytime in any place, whether people are there or not, in any circumstance. That is unconditional love. Everyone else is playing their lives for social media for others. Lana and her husband are truly free. Name anyone else who is doing this right now. And I also like that too, because it does feel so authentic and so humble. Like, Lana is not trying to put on a performance. She's not trying to convince everybody that they're perfect and in love and that he's right for her. Hello, J-Lo and Ben Affleck. She's not trying to convince anybody of anything. She is just getting married to the love of her life. And like this person said, she's doing it in the place that he feels most comfortable. And there is something so sweet and romantic about that. Like, she's not trying to change him and make him more Hollywood to fit into her world. And then Robin says, maybe she just liked the way his shirt smelled. The confusion on this marriage shows how clueless most people are when it comes to female mate selection. Sometimes women are just chaotic and feral for a man who has a what you see is what you get aura. Dude will decapitate anyone in an, I don't know what this abbreviation is, in a situation and then sleep like a baby. I totally get it. I bet she feels so safe with him. I bet she feels light as a feather when he picks her up. And there is a sort of like danger to what Jeremy Dufresne does. I mean, if he's out there like wrestling alligators or something so attractive and manly about that. And I think this is something that is almost making a comeback. This female male dynamic where the guy is rugged, he's raw, there's something very masculine about him. He works with his hands. He's more physical with his job. I think we're seeing more and more women become attracted to that once again, because I think the pendulum has always swung back and forth. And this really reminds me of Bella Hadid. Supermodel, was deemed the most beautiful face in the world. Have you guys seen her cowboy boyfriend lately? Hello, Bella Hadid and Adon Banuelos in New York City. How adorable. She is dating a literal cowboy. He's into horses and he wears the big cowboy hat. Like, how adorable are they? They're so cute. And this is also one of those couples that you would not expect. You would expect Bella Hadid to be with, like, I don't know, maybe another supermodel. She dated The Weeknd for a little while. Somebody in Hollywood, somebody who's like glamorous and beautiful. But she's with this rugged cowboy.
Hello, W Magazine. I'm Adon Banuelos. We're here today to showcase what cutting is. And I'm very fortunate to be here with my woman to explain a little bit about what we're doing. We're putting horses back on the map.
See, a woman likes a man who has a thing. That's his thing. Horses are his thing. Being a cowboy is his thing. Like, women love that. It's so hard to explain this sort of male-female dynamic. And like I said, it's not about checking off the list. A man has to be this, this, and this, and that. Even though women will sometimes get a line and be like, my man has to make this much money and do this, this, and that. But when it comes to just pure laws of attraction and just feeling out a man's aura, feeling out a man's energy, we love it when a man has a thing and he is so deep into it. We just love that. And of course, we have to talk about the fact that Jeremy Dufresne, Swamp Boat tour guide, is MAGA as hell. So Brittany Martinez shared this tweet. She said, Lana Del Rey, we're already obsessed. You don't have to keep selling us. This is a picture of her at Coachella. She was looking beautiful. And I think this is when their romance was, already going at that point. Adorable together. This is the photo from their very first time they met. And this is a Facebook post from Jeremy Dufresne in 2021. He said, this is what it's coming to. People need to wake the F up. And this is when people were talking about you can't wear a mask, you can't enter the store unless you wear a mask. And then tomorrow it's if you don't have the you know what in your arm, you're not allowed to enter. And there was another post that Jeremy put on Facebook in 2021 in August, shaking my head, not getting a V word to go anywhere or into any place. Because this was, he was sharing about how New York City was having the V word passes and you had to require proof of you know what to enter all restaurants and gyms, etc. This guy's so obviously MAGA, like of course he is. Lana Del Rey, so MAGA. She is the real Miss Americana, and people are freaking out about this because, like we've said many times in my channel before, people are often so surprised when any celebrities are conservative or MAGA, and I think people are going to be sorely disappointed as more and more of these celebrities come out to not only brush shoulders with MAGA people, but to also believe in a lot of the same things that MAGA people believe in. Lana Del Rey's romance with Jeremy Dufresne, is it going to last? We don't know. I've seen some people saying things like, he puts her on a pedestal. He thinks that she's perfect. That's why he decided to marry her 1 month after dating her versus being with the same woman for 12 years. By the way, Kelly Walsh, his ex-girlfriend, came forward and said that she's really happy for them and that it was still a shock. Apparently, she found out like the day they got married that he was getting married to her, and it was still hurtful for her, but she wants him to be happy and she's happy for him because she says he deserves all the happiness. Kudos to her for having a good attitude about it. I mean, I think any girl in that position would be heartbroken. You date a guy for 12 years and you raise a kid together and live together and you're engaged and he still doesn't want to marry you but meets Lana Del Rey and then marries her a month later. Will the marriage last? We don't know. But for now, I think everyone is rooting for her because she's so happy. How could you not be happy for her? Doesn't matter if he's Hollywood or not, or if he's a swamp boat tour guide or not. It works for Lana Del Rey. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think the marriage is going to last? And do you think Bella Hadid's relationship with Adon Banuelos is going to last? And let me know if there's something else you want to see in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.